Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Pounding the Meat Podcast, episode 50. Man, we got a lot to unpack tonight, bro. A lot of shit. But, news just breaking. Wall Street Journal reporting that Vince McMahon is coming back. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. He's a smart motherfucker, though. God, he's smart. He's back. Well, not officially. But his plan is to get back in to sell the company. We got almost 1 year. This man can't stay away. Juan, what's up, man? How are you? Call of Duty, you got it, bro. Kill death ratio better be better. Justin, what's up, man? How are you, bud? Badoy, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bearded Wonder is here with us. Easy E in the building. What's up, Easy?
You know, I'm here like Vince McMahon, bro. You're just never gonna get rid of me. It's not gonna happen.
The bully Batman is here. The bat signal's out, Joey. Get over here and start bullying.
I don't know, man. It's 2023. I might,
we got to be careful.
I might slim down on the bullying.
We got to be careful, yeah. Especially after what we're going to watch, but we'll get there.
Well, there's Gen Z bullying now you got to do.
And ladies and gentlemen, on Mufasa, the wrestling legend is here. Jones is in the building. King Jones. He doesn't look too happy.
What reason do I have to be happy?
I agree. I agree. Chacon, Happy New Year. What's up, bud? Vinny, I don't know. Wow. Panetta, I love you. You better stop being so nice to me. Nico, what's up, man? IVT, how are you? And Appleberry Nana's here. Welcome, guys. Let's get started. We got a few topics to discuss. We got Kurt Angle and a Karen, officially a Karen, going at it on the Twitter. We got Jake Paul decided to throw down in an MMA octagon. And I know Joey's excited for that one. He's a big fan of Jake Paul. Loves Jake. Loves him. What up, Prince? Happy New Year, bud. And Miguel, what's up, man? And we got Ray saying, I love Vince, but I can't, listen, man, I don't put anything past Vince McMahon. Nothing. This guy's been in the business forever, since before we were all probably even born, and this dude, he knows how to get shit done. But when we get to that subject, I don't even know if it's going to be a good thing for him to do, especially when it comes to other companies and brands wanting to be with WWE. With what follows Vince now. It's pretty serious stuff. But I want to start off on a serious topic real quick. And this wasn't in the docket originally, but I decided to put this in. We know it's 2023. And we know that we have to be very careful with what we say. Especially on platforms, online, podcasts. You know, when you're in social media now, you really got to be careful. It's not like it used to be. In the 80s and the 90s, you say whatever the fuck you want. No one gave a shit.
Little different now.
Now, once it's in the internet, it's in that ether forever. It's there. So, as you know, we're a podcast that talks primarily wrestling, and we talk collecting. We started in the wrestling belt community where we collected wrestling belts, figures, stuff like that. That's where we started. That's where our base is. And we watch other shows. You know, we have friends that do other shows, other podcasts. And I was watching one with the guys the other night. My friend Carmine has one called BAM. And I was shocked at what I saw. I'm going to play you the clip because I think this needs to be shown. And this is nothing against the BAM crew at all. I mean, I think they handled it as best they could. They reamed him the fuck out, trust me, and he's never been on a platform again. But I feel it's necessary for you guys who watch us to know where we stand on this. So I'm going to play this for you just to give you some context. They were talking about racism. And this guy named Brian, they were claiming, listen, you're pretty racist, man. We don't want you on this platform. And apparently he didn't give a shit. So here's what he had to say. Check this out.
Neither one of us is actually racist, right?
I'm far from racist.
No. You're right there. You're right there at racist. Mike, take it away.
I don't know what else to say. I don't know what you expect us
Yeah,
to do.
there's a difference between blacks and whites can be blacks, or white people can be. It's a worthless piece of shit. That's what it is.
There you go. So of course I had to beep the word out. I can't be playing that on here. And the first thing I thought of was my friend Jones, the one we're on stream with every week. And his friends are over on that show as well. You know, we all know each other. And he's talking, he literally said, you know, if you're black and you don't take care of your kids, you're an N-word. He kept going. We cut it. He also said that you can be a white person and be an N-word. Basically, if you're an N-word, you're a piece of shit. And he said it with such ease.
In front of his kids, mind you. His kids are in that room.
2 children. I don't know how old they sounded, like toddlers. I don't know how old they are. They sound like little kids. And I wanted to put it out there that is disgusting. He's a piece of shit. And literally, Brian, you can go fuck yourself. Honestly. And then he sent me a friend request. The fuck? I want nothing to do with anyone like that. Anybody in any community I'm a part of, bro. If that's cool with you, CJ, this was live. This is live on the show. If that's cool with you, if that's so easy for you to do, go fuck yourself. Nothing to do with you. Jones. My king. What was your reaction, bro?
All right. It's been a while. Really don't talk on this because it bothers me. I've mentioned it to some friends. I've asked people their opinions on it. However, that's not cool in any way, circumstances. I'm really biting my tongue right now because I'm trying not to be loud and belligerent right now and be that N-word that he said that people are. Because I can go full blown there, but I'm trying to maintain some decorum right now. So mind me. That man is, I don't understand how, like, this is why everybody shouldn't be on the internet just because you can be. That came out of his mouth too easily for it to be, oh, I'm not racist. There's like, even though the word is technically the word is bad, no matter which way you say it, that man used the hard ER. And it was just like loosely. It's just like we don't need that in any community. I'm not just saying that in just because this is wrestling related and that's my heart, but no, it's not needed in the world, period. Especially nowadays, like it's 2023. racism isn't going to die. I'm not ignorant to the fact that it's everywhere. There's some people who are just racist behind the scenes and not to your face. You can tell he's from the South because they're blatantly racist to your face. And sometimes I'd rather you be blatantly racist to my face and then hide behind my back and stab me and be talking about me with your friends and family when you're in your homes. So, Brian, I'm going to do something that obviously people don't do for you. I'm going to say a prayer for you later on. So I'm going to pray that you get that evil spirit out of your system and you have it coming with yourself, because somebody's going to strike you down, and it may be somebody who looks like me, it may not, but somebody will strike you down. I'm not wishing that on you, but if you continue down this path, it's going to happen, and it's going to be kind of hard to have sympathy on you.
I'll put that karma on him.
Go ahead.
I'll put that karma on him. The dude's a piece of shit. The dude's a piece of shit that needs to get punched in the mouth. But I guess from Ohio area or somewhere like that. But he's a classic case of somebody that just needs to get hit in the mouth. Plain and simple. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't deserve a platform. Like you said, it proves the point that not everybody deserves a voice on the internet. And that's just what he is. Like, the cavalier and easy way he just went full racist. Like, I mean, like, when we were talking about it in chat, we see, like, it blew me away. And Carmine and them, they reamed him out and everything like that, which is good. But I've been accused of a lot of things, and I'm an asshole to a lot of people. But bro, like, just dumbfounded.
My man Joey, Batman. Bat signal.
I'm not going to give him the time or day to touch on this because he doesn't deserve it. Because my true feelings on this and everything that happened on that show, I'm not going to say what I really feel right now because I'm not going to do it to this show live.
There you have it. And Jones, you deserve this, man. My man said, I'm going to pray for you.
Better man than me, bro. I'd fight on sight.
The African-American on this screen, after he saw that, said, I'm going to pray for you. That's class, bro. If I don't know class, now I do. That's class. My man.
That's something Ahmed Johnson would say.
I'm not going to pray for him. Jones.
No, I'm not. I pray he gets ran over by a fucking train.
I know Dana White needs some prayers. Yo,
No,
let's
we
watch
don't.
something, bro.
No, we
watch
don't.
something.
No, we
Joey,
don't. He's fine.
Joey, I know this is your boy. All right, this is your main man. All right, you a UFC guru. But there's different opinions out there, bro.
I'm sorry, Joey. I'm gonna hurt your feelings, bro.
We got to see, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's all good.
I don't feel like that was his first time.
Let's watch it. And hold on 1 second. Let me see. Power of prayer. Well said, and God bless. Jones, the king of keeping us classy. Dana White on vacation with his wife. I was shocked to see this, bro. I was like, I didn't expect this, because especially a video. But here we go. Let's see it. He looked like he holding her right there. Oh!
He didn't smack her. There was a fly that flew by.
Twice. There was 2 hits.
Hold on. Oh! Thank God. Somebody get between them. And then there's I don't want to get copyright claim, but there's a little scuffle about that was it, really, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Joey, I want your opinion on this, bro. Now listen,
tell
UFC
Joey.
ain't going anywhere. All right, but do you think is Dana in some hot water right now?
I don't think he. I mean, okay, so the Slapbox League that he started was supposed to debut on TBS.
The what? What was it?
Slapbox League.
What is that?
It's like a slap. Instead of arm wrestling, you stand there and you just
Oh, I've
slap
seen
each
that
other.
on YouTube where they
Yeah.
slap each other. Right?
Not drunk in a club with your wife.
Yeah.
So that is delayed. That's basically done. Not going to be on TBS.
Wow.
But do I think Dana's done? No. I mean, ESPN came out and said, yo, we just handle the pay-per-views and the shows. That's the UFC. What ESPN is basically saying, like, yo, UFC makes us money, so we're not getting rid of them. Now, UFC's contract is up this year with ESPN, but ESPN's not going to let that go because they're making
no.
ESPN money.
Oh yeah, dude.
They have like 27 consecutive sellouts. So with Dana, here's my issue. I have an issue with paparazzi and people filming people. I feel like paparazzi needs to get smacked, or anybody. Like, why are you filming like people? Like, I understand he's in a club, you know, and it's public. But like, yo, man, let the dude, like, it's his business. His wife even came out and said, yo, we were both really drunk. We've known each other since we were 12 years old. You know, like, it happened.
It doesn't make it right, like Dana said. You hit a woman, you
We're going to see the
don't come
response,
back
by the
from
way.
it.
We're going to see the response.
Okay. So if you want to say that, but didn't you say on this show that you punched your sister?
I was 7
Same thing.
or 6.
Same thing. You never come
was
back
like
from that.
6.
That's a reach.
You never come back.
Absolutely. I never come back from it. I was 6 years old. I 100%.
All right, Ethan, your point of view on what you saw, what you witnessed.
What I witnessed is a piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm not a Dana White hater, but I'm not a Dana White fan either.
Yeah.
I think people give him way more credit than he deserves. He's a scumbag of a business owner.
He's not the owner.
Well, business runner, owner,
He's a
used to be owner.
businessman. I would say
But he made them money.
businessman.
He made them money.
He's still a scumbag. All billionaires and millionaires are scumbags. Just preference. But for you to sit there and like you've gone on TV pretty consistently and you reamed John Jones and I get all these things. You reamed a lot of people for doing a lot of bad things, right? But you get caught. And then you go on TV. I seen an interview where he goes, it is what it is. It just happened. That tells me that's not your first time.
And King J. Sean dropped a super chat. Now, I didn't see it, bud. Jones, did you see that?
No, so I went back and looked.
I appreciate it, brother, if you did. I didn't see it, but leave your comment and I'll read it out. Jones, your reaction, my man. King Jones, the king of class. There's another one you got to pray for right there, bro.
This is going to be a hard show for me. You putting me in between a rock and a hard place.
It's tough.
On one hand, I agree with Joey. Like, the paparazzi stuff does need to stop. These people's
They
private
need to chill the
lives
fuck
are
out.
just
I agree on that.
being tortured right now. Like, you can't even eat in private in public without being bothered by a fan.
There needs to be
I do-
some boundary set on this stuff.
Like-
100%.
Like, I understand that being a celebrity, that's what comes with it, but we got to leave these people alone. They're human too. Like, humanize everything. Like there's a lot. Like, yeah, I would be happy to see Dana White, but on the same token, hey Dana, what's up? And I'm gonna keep moving. I'm not gonna be sitting there filming him
Yeah.
without him knowing what's going on. Like, hey, I was at a party with Dana White. See, you were at the same party as Dana White, but you weren't at a party with Dana White. It's different. People need to understand that. I'm not defending him hitting her, CJ. So that's completely different.
I'm with you, CJ.
Let's see what she
I-
says. That's true. Anyone could have recorded with. I wonder, was that a cell phone? It looked kind of like.
It looked kind of sketchy, yeah.
maybe
It
someone in the
looked
club,
selfish.
and yeah, it could have been. It could have been somebody with a cell phone.
Like, I was getting to that point. Like, some people say if they hit you first, hit back, but it shouldn't have been done either way. Like, violence shouldn't be the first response. Like, violence could have been my first response for Brian, or I believe that's his name.
Big
Brian, seemed to be my
Brian,
first-
big Brian.
Like, because I could have just easily just took a trip to Ohio and just punched him in his face and been happy and just kept moving. But we got to stop violently just responding. Like, I don't care if you're inebriated or not. Like, a lot of the things that truthfully come out happen when you're drunk or under the influence of something. So that's not an excuse that should be used under any circumstances.
Now I'll come back with this on. I'm sorry, Jones.
Go ahead.
I don't agree. Like, slapping is wrong, but he didn't reach back fully and like really put a bruise on her and like really
he did-
smack
he
her.
did a little-
But you're
did a
if
little
you're
pat.
Put a
gonna
little
do
smack.
one,
But
but if you're gonna do
husband-
one, you're gonna do one. So I'm more on this situation because I grew up in a house of things that happen like that. So I'm of a situation where I just it's nails on a chalkboard to me. It's the worst thing. Whether you cock back and you fucking cocked her or you just gave her a little paintbrush, it's still the same shit because that to me tells me if you do one, you're gonna do the other.
But we've all been intoxicated and done some stupid shit.
I've never
in our
been
life.
intoxicated and hit a woman.
No, but like it's his wife, so like they're intoxicated. Okay, a little slap. Okay, the husbands and wives get into like little slap boxings a lot.
No,
Let's
that's
see
not a
what
little
I
slap
want to
boxing.
hear his response to this. Let's see what he says. This was to TMZ, I believe.
I'm in Cabo, Mexico, for the holidays with my family. And my wife and I were out Saturday night on New Year's Eve. And, unfortunately, that's what happened. I'm one of the guys, you've heard me say for years, there's never, ever an excuse for a guy to put his hands on a woman. And now here I am on TMZ talking about it. But my wife and I have been married for almost 30 years. We've known each other since we were 12 years old. We've obviously been through some shit together. And we've got 3 kids. And, this is one of those situations that's, horrible. I'm embarrassed, but it's also one of those situations that is, right now, we're more concerned about our kids. We have 3 kids, and obviously, since the video popped up, we've shown the kids the video, and we're more.
Damn. Imagine sitting down in that family circle meeting. Holy shit,
He's
guys!
fine. Nothing's gonna
Sit
happen
down,
to
and
him.
sit down and watch me.
That doesn't
smack
make
your mom.
nothing's probably going to happen to him,
Jesus Christ.
but that doesn't make it right.
Correct.
The slap is wrong, but we don't know what has happened. Like, has it happened before? We don't know that. So I'm not
But
just gonna. I'm
it's
not just
happened
gonna.
twice. He slapped her twice in that video.
Okay, but we never seen it happen like before. This is like the first time ever. So like,
We're focused on our family right now. People are going to have opinions on this, and most of the people's opinions would be right, and especially in my case, you don't put your hands on a woman ever. My wife and I obviously love each other. We've been together for a very long time. We've known each other since we were very little, and this is just one of those unfortunate situations.
I'll tell you what I think about what I saw and the response to it. I don't think anything's going to happen to Dana White. Personally, I don't think he's going to be removed. I don't think anything's going to happen to him. Right? The slap was very shocking to see. Right? Now listen. The wife is in the wrong. 110%. It looked like they were already arguing about something. Right? She had her head down on the ledge. She was like this. And then he said something to her. And it set her off. He must have said something crazy to set her off. And then she slapped him. She shouldn't have done that. Come on. Right? Especially when you're public figures and you're in public. You know people are recording you 24/7, so you have to be extra careful about that. But I understand. Listen, I'm Italian. Right? And we have, not all of us, but a lot of us have tempers. Where the blood could boil quickly. And you can say things or do things that you immediately regret. Immediately regret. I'm not saying it's an excuse. what he did was wrong. Absolutely, positively, 100% wrong. He shouldn't have done it. If it was a man and they were going at it, we go, yeah, let him go. But not a woman, bro. What you got to do, if that happens, you run the fuck away. Because the immediate reaction is going to knock her out. Run the fuck away, bro. You cannot get caught in that type of situation. Bro, I have a temper. I'm Italian background. I just go, yo, you have to go do something, bro. Because us Italians, we can't just handle it. We can't calm down.
I agree with you 1,000% on that because, like, I'm the same way. Like, my son, my wife always yells at me about this. If I tell him to do something once or twice and he doesn't listen, I yell the third time.
Yeah.
And she's like, yo, why are you yelling? I'm like, 'cause he does, like, it's just natural.
My wife is she was the same way.
It's just natural.
I would immediately go to yelling, and that's something I had to work on.
Honestly. I was going to say, just because it's natural doesn't make it not a character flaw that should be worked on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I get his response. I don't agree with it. I get the immediate anger, but there are ways to control that.
I don't get that because Dana White's a 230-pound man that
he's a big boy.
Just got slapped by what was she, probably 140 pounds dripping wet?
She looks small.
So it's the instant reaction for me because the lack of hesitation. The lack of hesitation tells me it goes on because I grew up in a house like that.
Right.
So for what you can say and what you don't know is that's experience. I grew up, bro. I've called 911 when I was knee high on my dad beating my mom more times than I can remember. So that to me is an instant reaction of I've done it before. Don't care where I'm at because of who I am.
So
I'll do it now.
That's really a trigger for you.
So watching that video again, that second slap didn't leave a mark. No, like it didn't even look like it looked like he was just like, like grabbing her and like going like that. It didn't even look like he was like a really smack.
Yeah.
It looked like play fighting in the second smack.
That's crazy.
I'm not condoning the smack, but it's
insane. Ridiculous. But hey, it's the world we live in. Got to be careful what you do in public, bro. Honestly. Let's see.
Ray Rice. A slap is a slap is a slap. If you want to go there.
No. That was like dragged her in the elevator. Different.
We don't know what went on afterwards.
It don't matter. She was on the ground and he dragged her. That's on video.
I'm going to tell you why I put this up here. I'm going to say one name and then I'm going to be quiet on that point. Ben Roethlisberger.
Again, the rapist?
Let Ben had been a different nationality, he wouldn't have got as far as he did.
100% agree.
Thank you for bringing that up, brother.
You
guys can put whatever the fuck you want, man.
Keep that same energy.
Oh, hold on. Here's a great comment here. Oh, thank you.
You got it right as I was blocking it.
I blocked it.
XYZ. I wanted to sneak it up before we auto blocked it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll check it out later and put my credit card in there.
Smart.
Can I even remove that? Oh my God. There we go. I was about to say, I thought I couldn't remove it. So that's the Dana White situation. Dana White. We got more drama here. We got Karen. Now, Karen was married to Kurt Angle. Karen Jarrett. She's currently Jeff Jarrett's wife. And how old is she now? She looked great. Karen Jarrett. Let me see how old she is. Karen Jarrett.
She's in her 40s.
5'10". She's 50 years old.
She don't look that old.
She's 50 years old, man. Well, she's now married to Jeff Jarrett. Jeff's first wife died of cancer, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
8 years ago or something like that. I'm not too sure. But Kurt was married to Karen during the TNA days. For what they call him as Perk Angle. Is that what he's known as? Perk Angle?
Correct.
That was at the height of his career, man.
Yeah,
Perk Angle on TNA was nasty.
What up, David? How are you, bro? Now, Perk Angle is known as probably the greatest Kurt Angle in his whole career.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen the highlights.
He held every title in TNA and defended it in one pay-per-view.
This motherfucker. Let me see, man. I don't know what's going on. Tried to super chat twice, got refund. Hey, man, I appreciate it anyway,
you nonetheless.
Bro. Thank you, brother. So he would do like flips off the stage, moonsaults. This guy did not give a shit.
Everything you saw in WWE prior to that was nothing compared to that TNA run.
Wow. I need to go back and watch that.
I need to go back and watch the Perk Angle run. The Perk Angle run. I appreciate that, King. Thank you, brother.
2006 to 2008, 9, 10. Like,
is that what it is? So, on the other hand, he's banging Karen Jarrett. And they're also in storylines together. They're doing angles and shit together on TV. They're behind the scenes. They're hitting different angles. You know what I'm saying? They're rocking and rolling. Well, since then, Kurt got married to another woman. Now, they had 2 kids, him and Karen. They had 2 kids together. Since then, they both moved on. They've had good lives in the wrestling business.
I have to stop you. Him and Karen they were on camera together, but they were separated.
They were separated during the run?
Yeah, that was
okay. So they were separated.
I think Kurt traded up and did fine. Got the letter.
Perk Angle
Who's doing now? What's her name?
She was young.
She is fine, dude.
She is young too. She was young when she was with him. But I mean, Perk got them blue eyes, bro.
No, she's still with Kurt.
The new one, right?
Yeah.
They almost divorced, didn't they?
Yeah, when he was going through his a little rehab.
Yeah.
She got him back.
Yeah.
It was in that documentary.
Yeah, it was a good documentary. I think it was A&E, which is coming back, by the way. That's who it is. But Doy got it. Giovanna. Beautiful name. Anyway, was it last week, the Dynamite with Max Caster, Joey, with the rap?
Now, mind you, Kurt Angle's 54. She is 35.
God bless Perk Angle, man. Look at him. Rock star. Poor Kurt. He looks older than 54. That poor guy.
Wrestling will do that to you.
Holy
Wrestling and
shit.
drug abuse.
Bro, he looks like he can barely walk.
Dude, look at his neck. It's
His neck.
He can walk now.
I know, but bro, he struggles.
It's not his best.
It's like this. He's carrying that big ass neck.
Since he had the double knee surgery, he can walk much better. Before he was walking like Matt Hardy.
He walks like this though. I don't know.
No, he walks like that character. I think it's the Ninja Turtles with the little brain in his stomach. The fuck's the guy's name?
Crane.
Yeah, Crane.
Yeah, yo, it's sad, man. But you know what? He did it. He did it for the perk, man. Anyway, Max Caster does a rap because the Acclaim. They come out and they rap and they talk about all this shit and it's hilarious. It was funny. Caster says in a line to Jeff Jarrett, "And you're stealing money like you're stealing Kurt's wife." I was like, wow. Well, Miss Karen went into full-blown Karen mode on Twitter right after. Jones, let's pull these up. You got the tweets. Have they since been deleted, these tweets?
I pulled them up today.
They're still up.
What about what Caster said to Jarrett?
What did he say to Jarrett?
He said, "Hey, Jeff, your wife better say less. She getting dragged online worse than Skip Bayless."
Wow, bro.
And Jarrett laughed at that.
I mean, you can't help but laugh. It's funny.
No, but for you to be so angry, anything you said about your wife, you kind of gonna.
Do you think this will work with the whole Karen?
I think it's storyline. I think she's playing up to it.
Storyline.
Now it is. It may not have started that way.
Maybe this initial one wasn't. Here it is.
Yeah.
It was at 9:38 p.m. that night. Please tell me I didn't hear what I think I just heard. She was tight, bro. Here she go into detail now. We were legally separated at the time Kurt signed with TNA. There you go. Living in different homes. We got back together and I tried to get over the affairs, among other things that went on in our marriage, but obviously wasn't able. So Perk was busy. Let's see. Hey, Tony Khan. She tags Tony Khan. Your little boy Platinum Max thought he was cute and went somewhere he should have never gone. You and him have no idea what you've got. Now, here I think this is a work, bro.
Yep.
When you're tagging Tony Khan and saying you have no idea what you've gotten started, Tony probably called her like, yo, play this up. They're in wrestling. They know what they're doing.
You know, Tony told Jeff, yo, call your wife, tell her to chill.
I'm sorry, what wrestling company or storyline is Kurt in right now? Wow. Last I heard, he was retired. Check your facts. She's responding to people now. I have taken the high road for many years now. I will be getting off at the next exit. I'm done living in fear of speaking the truth. Moving on. All right, we'll move on, girl. Kurt then tweeted.
I didn't see this tweet and delete. That tweet's been since deleted.
Now, he tweeted and deleted, right? Mm-hmm. When you got to use my name to get heat after 12 years.
Love the hashtag. Move on.
And then
I could see Kurt sending Raka Khan to beat the shit out of Karen Jarrett.
Wow. Funny and sad how all of that has been swept under the rug over all these years. Jeff didn't steal me from anyone. Dawn Marie, Kelly. So I'm guessing these are the women that Kurt banged?
Kelly has since denounced this and said they never did anything.
Yep.
To name a few. Damn, she just dropped 3 names just like that.
And Deanna was Kurt's assistant, I found out.
Jeff Jarrett playing into the game here. He's like, this is money. Let's do it. I can't fucking wait till Karen Jarrett meets Platinum Max face to face. Then she goes, that little boy went to a place he should have never gone to. Relax, Karen. Relax. Those assuming those tweets were in response to another tweet, that is incorrect. Someone dug himself a hole offline. Maybe that will all be shared. Maybe it won't. I do know I am done living in fear of the threats. You've said that already, Karen. We can start here. My marriage to Kurt was over long before Jeff and I started seeing each other. And that is that too. So shout out to Karen for being a full-blown Karen.
You know what I think her issue is? When she was in TNA, she was an on-screen figure. Now she's not. And I think she wants to be on the AW payroll, to be on screen, to be relevant again.
Mm-hmm. That one last little hitter.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's a great storyline, though. It'll be fun. But I think from what I felt reading all that shit, I think it started out initially like she was really pissed. And then Tony fixed it real quick.
Jeff probably called her like, Karen, Max Caster, you got to understand.
This a business, Karen. I'm Jeff.
J-A-R-R-E.
U-K-A-R-E-N.
He's singing With My Baby Tonight on the phone with her.
I'm going home with my baby tonight. Somebody posted a picture on Twitter of the cassette tape of With My Baby Tonight.
I remember I watched that live at the In Your House. And then later that night, he lost the IC title to HBK.
Yeah, it's a work shoot. I agree, Justin. I agree with you 100%. It's money, though. But Perk Angle, he probably thought it was real shit because Perk, he don't do nothing nowadays. He probably thought it was real at first, and then he deleted it. He's like, oh, shit, it is. It's an angle. Oh, sorry. Fucking Kurt Angle with his 30-pound neck there on Twitter. This motherfucker.
I can see Angle coming into AW rapping. He did
dope.
it in WWE.
Bro, I was just going to say that, bro. If they get Kurt in for a little... They get Kurt in for a little bit of the run there. Giovanna and Karen go at it.
Yo, I'm just telling you, man. I'd rather have Giovanna than Karen Angle, man.
Bring back the mud matches, bro.
Braun panties.
Yeah, bro. Giovanna and Karen. That'd be sick.
Yeah, and not the way you're referring to it.
I hope we're going to talk about the most important wrestling that happened this week. Is he don't, bro? I swear to God, if you're talking Wrestle Kingdom 17,
Right?
it was actually one of the lowest selling Wrestle Kingdoms. You know, Wrestle Kingdom, that's the Tokyo Dome. That place holds 50,000 plus. You know they sold 20,000 tickets. 20,000 for Mercedes Moné.
Still probably had the best. It still has the best match probably of 2023 on that card.
Did you guys see? I know Jones saw it. Mm-hmm. Jones, what'd you think of it? You liked it? Was Wrestle Kingdom? Is it still going on?
No, they had a secondary event today.
Isn't it like 5 days?
Oh, the New Year's Bash.
New Year's Dash? Yeah. New Year's Dash this year was strange.
This man said 6 stars.
No, I'm all right. I'm only going to talk about 2 things on this show.
Wrestle Kingdom, you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom.
All right.
The debut of Mercedes Moné.
Uh-huh.
And the greatest match of the year so far. And it's going to be hard to top.
And what was that match, Jones?
Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP US Championship.
I will say Ospreay is one fucking animal.
I told you, he is the
Ospreay.
best I've ever seen live.
This motherfucker.
Live.
Ospreay is on a different atmosphere right now.
This motherfucker. I feel like he has like invisible jetpacks on his legs.
Dude, when you see him live, like do the moves that he does, you have to do a double take.
You were at the Dynamite where was it the 3-on-3?
Yes.
That was one of the craziest matches I've ever seen in my
That
life.
was my first time seeing him live. But like the best part was the shoot him and Omega put on each other like after the camera. But like seeing Ospreay live doing those moves, like even Ray Phoenix, but just seeing Ospreay poetry in motion, I left that night like, yo, that dude's the best wrestler in the world right now.
100%.
Nobody's touching him on this level.
100%.
But he did put over Triple H.
What'd he say, bro?
He said he's a fan. He likes what he's doing.
Ospreay?
But it's just tough for Ospreay, like when he came to America, you know, I think he's going to stay in Japan.
He doesn't want to live here
they're
permanently
paying him a
right
fortune,
now.
aren't they?
It's not even that. He doesn't want to. He's not big on the United States.
Gotcha.
Mercedes Moné. I'm going to say this one time only.
I know what you're going to say, Jones. Go ahead.
I'm trying to say it with class. It's already went there. I'm trying not to go that route. But for all you morons that keep trying to say that she ended her botched her debut, you need to actually pay attention to what's going on.
Bro, she did botch it, Joe.
She did. That was not on her.
It was Kari Sane.
It's not on her. It was on Kari.
It's the name for me. It's the name for me. I can't
Monet?
get the name.
It's Kari Sane didn't take the move properly.
Was she? She was supposed to go down immediately, or not?
No. It was supposed to be like a DDT type move.
The move you flip and land onto your feet. Give me a
Yeah.
second. I'll try to upload it, I'll upload it later and show it to everybody.
Yeah, there was like a training video she did in the ring.
You backpack them.
That's
Nico
true.
said her hair
That's
was
true,
botched.
Miko.
You spin. Well, actually, if you pay attention, there was a hidden meaning behind that.
Joe's gonna defend everything.
No, look at it. Like her hair, like the base of the hair is blue. The front was flames. She was burning away the past.
And listen, I get it. I get that there's a meaning, but it doesn't mean it looks good. Jones, it didn't look. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's a deeper meaning.
Right.
It's deep. You have to look deep. You have to look beyond just the first.
I am a Monet hater through and through. I'm a fan of Sasha Banks in NXT, okay? In NXT, she was my baby. I loved her. On the main roster, she's injury prone. And that's what I call her. She is injury prone. She cannot stay healthy. And I can't trust her.
So we had Mercedes Moné. I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. It's
said it
because
right. It's
she was
Monet.
saying Monet,
Monet.
but she was saying Monet like the song.
Yeah, it is Monet, but Monet.
Monet.
Mercedes
I get
Moné.
Monet.
There are rumors that after this NJPW run, she's going to go to AEW.
If she does it after, fine. If she shows up next week as Soraya's partner, New Japan is the biggest set of bumbling idiots I've ever seen in my life. You don't advertise a match with your champion and then let her wrestle first someplace else.
Because she's going to get injured. I'm telling you, she's going to get injured before that.
Bro.
And I hate to say this, but AEW doesn't protect their women enough to the point where I trust her not to get hurt going into something and then still have to have that match on February 18th.
Ah.
I think she can be protected with the women in the match.
She can make an appearance, but she absolutely cannot get physical with anyone. That is against all guidelines if you're trying to.
I think it's 50-50 for next week. I'm just saying something's going to happen.
Find out, bro.
Sheeta's going to knock the shit out of Tony Storm. And then Monet is going to show up.
Monet.
Monet.
I mean, she had a cool whatever that was, that crown or whatever.
I had one issue with her though.
What was that?
Her music.
It was annoying.
It was a rip-off jump. It was Chris Cross's jump. Listen to it.
Monet.
Yeah.
That little sound.
Yeah, that
was from
jump.
Chris Cross, bro.
That was like.
Yo, you're right. That's
Monet will make you Monet.
Monet.
But back to the one, not the one, but the most important match on that card that was argued not to main event. Ospreay and Omega. All right, I'm a guy like this. There's two different versions of Kenny Omega. There's a New Japan Kenny Omega and there's an AEW Kenny Omega. If I never see AEW Kenny Omega again, I'm quite fine with that. New Japan Kenny Omega is on a different level.
The cleaner. Yeah, the cleaner.
It's like
when I saw Kenny Omega in New Japan, the cleaner, and then when AEW debuted as a promotion, I'm seeing Kenny Omega. I'm like, what the frick is this shit?
Not the same.
I'm waiting for the cleaner to come out. I'm like, come on, give me that.
It's like watching, say...
It's like watching Bret Hart in WWF and then WCW.
Bro, chill the fuck. Bro.
I'm telling you,
it's exact. That's exactly right. It's like, what's your least favorite Rocky, Vinny?
Huh?
What's your least favorite Rocky?
I'm gonna go with Rocky 3. I know that's arguable. Listen. I know that's arguable, but it used to. listen. Just hear me out.
I figured you would have hit it in 5.
Just hear me out. It used to be 5. It used to be Rocky 5.
Balboa, I would have been okay with.
Bro,
and he
Rocky
says
5,
this with a Thunder Lips belt.
Rocky 5 grew over time with me.
It grew on me like fungus. It took
Bro,
me till
no, it's a
last
good
year
movie,
to watch
bro.
it, and I was highly disappointed.
Rest in peace to Sage, bro.
Okay.
Oh, Shreddy's dead.
Yeah, the kid that grew like 5 years older in a week.
Yeah.
They sprout up. Don't worry about that.
In a week, But I'll tell you, Jones. Listen, Ospreay, I was impressed, man.
Watch this one match. Watch that one match that's the only match on the show you have to watch.
That's it.
It's not, but for you, that's the
For
only
me, yeah. I can't sit through it. I can't sit through Wrestle Kingdom. You kidding me?
Here's where I'm going to say this. I've said this to other people. Hate me if you want to. I really don't care at this point. I'm just trying to be cordial.
Okay.
I've grown still with the Japanese crowd at this point. And it's not their fault. I understand it's a cultural thing. But in this day and age, the way that match was put on, the lack of reaction in some of the spots drove me nuts. Like, I don't understand how I'll be able to sit down while some of the things that were going on.
But that's a sign of respect, Jones, right?
Again, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
However, if that was done on American soil, given that kind of time, even though I'm at this point, I'm probably gonna be done watching this company soon. AEW have done it. that would have been a way different type of crowd and atmosphere. Like the roof would have been blown off.
You heard it here first. Jones just threatened.
Jones will get this. Vinny watching Wrestle Kingdom is like Vinny playing virtual pro wrestling 2. He'll be like, won't get it at first, but like he'll like, Vinny will be like, who the hell is this shit? But he'll pick it up.
I agree with Egyptian King here. Wrestle Kingdom,
sunny
they
days.
need sunny days, bro. Shout out to Sonny. Cell
pro
number
officer.
5. Vince McMahon's coming back, guys. I'm sure you all heard the news. Broke today. I would like to know who leaked it to the Wall Street Journal.
Shane.
No, bro.
Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn.
Shane.
I'm saying Kevin Dunn.
Oh yeah, he wants his boss.
What about Khan?
No. Khan's a Triple H guy.
That's what I'm saying.
No. It's either Kevin Dunn or Shane. What Jones said. Triple H can't stand Kevin Dunn.
No, but why would he leak the news about Vince McMahon coming back? What would be the point for it, for Dunn to leak that?
Because Dunn wants Vince back. Dunn doesn't. Triple H
but
doesn't.
I think the leak hurts Vince. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever leaked it, I think they want a negative reaction from the people reading it.
Because it gets his name back out there. Nobody was talking about him. Nobody cared about him. He
You're
was
just
retired.
testing the waters. Yep.
He was retired.
Testing the waters, sure, but bro, you really think people are going to be excited for Vince coming back after everything that's happened?
I think it's like, to me, Vince is like a petty little bitch. Because it's
No, he is 100%.
because the way he's acting, like, if I don't get WWE, either I come back or it's sold. Like
Jones, you have that article?
Yeah.
Prince says Vince leaked it. That's could possibly be as
That
well.
would make sense.
That would make sense.
And you got to think though, Vince is coming into the first WrestleMania without him.
Oh, he can't stand it, bro. He can't do it.
I think he's just chapping his ass.
what if he sold it to Tony Khan?
Yo, that would be insane.
Here's what I could see happening. Okay, it could be like the UFC deal when the Fertitta brothers sold it to Ari Emanuel with Endeavor. Retain Dana. We're gonna own it, but Dana's gonna run it. So say if like ESPN or Disney bought WWE, we're gonna keep Triple H in charge. They can still do that.
So it says McMahon, despite his misconduct allegations, McMahon has taken steps to return to the WWE as he pursues selling the company. McMahon, who has a majority voting power due to his ownership, has reportedly informed WWE that he will be electing himself to its board of directors, along with former co-presidents and directors Michelle Wilson and George Barrios. These are the people in his pocket. We know that. That move would require 3 current directors to step down. He plans to be named executive chairman pending board approval. Jesus. Wow. The Wall Street Journal also details that McMahon believes now is the right time to negotiate a sale with WWE's media rights set to be negotiated. According to the report, McMahon has told the board unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman from the outset of a strategic review, he won't support or approve any media rights deal or sale. So basically, he's saying, bro, you want to make any deals? You want to sell anything or have any negotiations? I got to be there or I won't approve anything. Yo, he's coming back, bro.
Yeah, because it's not money, it's ego. It's 100%.
Yes.
He ain't broke. He's got to worm his way back in.
So in his official statement, so Vince put out a statement. It says he's not removing Khan, Steph, or anyone in their current position. So that's good news. But that means he's going to sell the company. Now, after he sells it,
Yeah,
who
but
knows?
he can say that right now. But when he gets back in, he could be like, "Yo, see ya."
Fired.
Isn't that kind of like what Steve Jobs did way back when? He kind of like came back as an advisor.
He came back as a interim CEO.
Yeah, and then
Brought the
Clear
company
House.
back to life, became CEO, and just fired everybody that he didn't like. But Apple, Apple needed him at that point.
It's not that WWE needs him. WWE needs him. It's Vince McMahon's perception that WWE needs him.
He can't stand it, bro. You could just tell this man. This man spent the last 8-9 months sitting on the edge of his seat, wanting to be back in WWE, wishing he was back, bro. He couldn't even take 8 months off and just live life.
You know, when he comes back, Bray Wyatt's going to be shown the future endeavors
Bro.
for bro. Like everybody.
Well, at this point, if they get rid of Bray Wyatt, I won't even give a fuck. This comeback was so bad.
Well, you might, because it could be a little different.
I'm telling you, man.
Time out. Remember what I showed you earlier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's still in the early phases, so it's still speculatory as what's going on.
This is big.
However, the FTC is trying to ban no compete clauses.
Ooh.
For 90 days.
For everyone.
Interesting.
So you get released tonight from AEW, you could show up on SmackDown tomorrow.
Wow.
When that goes into effect.
When does that go into effect?
They're still working on it.
It's still early. It's still early.
Wow.
Because that only affects if you're released, because when your contract's up, you can walk. Same thing with Luger, his contract expired.
Interesting.
Boom.
Wow.
Let's
see what Bill says here. He needs to be careful because he has a responsibility to the stockholders. He could be facing a lot of lawsuits if it diminishes the value of the company.
That fiduciary responsibility is crazy, because if that stock drops.
Because remember this, say if they, Vince said, unless you bring me back, I'm not approving any media rights or any deals.
Yeah.
Those people can say, yo, we're not going to do a deal, Vince, if you're involved because of all the sexual harassment.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Vince returning could affect the deals, period. Like you look at Disney. Right? Disney, they're not going to fuck with Vince. You know how that's going to make them look?
They would sell, and they would say, like Joey said, Triple H and stuff, and he have to be running this.
They would have to be the face of the deal.
If Vince McMahon is anywhere involved in this, this deal is dead in the water.
This is what Disney would tell Vince or ESPN, whatever. They could be like, yo, Vince, you sell it to us, but we want Stephanie and Triple H in charge with Khan, but you can't be involved in any other way, or we're not buying it.
Yeah, dude.
Because think of ESPN. ESPN has a gold mine sitting on their thing with UFC. Imagine having WWE Network on ESPN Plus.
And doesn't Disney own ESPN?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God.
So imagine WWE.
Imagine WWE on Disney Plus.
No, it'll be on ESPN Plus.
Would that be crazy?
But the pay-per-views will cost money. Watch.
But there's nobody big enough besides Disney, right? At this point,
there's Amazon.
I can see Comcast, Universal,
Amazon maybe.
So and with Vince's, so okay, let me ask you a question: Who, with Vince's track record, would touch the company if Vince was still involved?
I could see Amazon,
HBO.
That's it. But I mean, Netflix, they don't have enough money.
Can you imagine HBO, Warner Media owning AEW and WWE?
HBO Max, bro. HBO. I can see HBO doing a deal.
Warner Media.
I don't think they can afford it, though. I mean, it has to be money, bro. I think Amazon would be the one.
What's going to happen is, if he's not careful, we're going to get a repeat of what happened with WCW.
Yeah.
We'll see an episode of Raw, and Tony Khan will be live on air.
I wouldn't be surprised if it went up for sale. Tony Khan put a bid in. I would not be surprised at all.
Fool not to.
Yeah,
bro. That's a lot of money, bro.
On this,
because Vince, if he sees them bidding, he gonna up that fucking price, bro.
On this week's episode of AEW's War,
I mean, AEW with the WWE library and all that. You think Tony Khan's not gonna want that?
Oh no, he'll want it.
With all that roster.
Can he afford it though?
Yes.
How much is the library just itself? Let's not even talk about the main shit. Just the library.
Oh, we forgot about the biggest person who's looking to buy it anyway. NBC.
That's what I'm saying. NBC Universal, because the Peacock.
Yeah.
They already got a little bit of a deal.
They have it already.
Disney could or Universal could absolutely buy it.
It's going to be
That's
between
Comcast.
NBC, Amazon, Disney, and Tony
Disney.
Khan. That's going to be the 4 major
That's
players.
gonna be the 4 horsemen, bro. Trying to buy this shit.
It's gonna be sold for like $1 billion. It's not gonna be sold for the.
It's not gonna touch-
number that everybody thinks. It's gonna
Here, I'm going to tell you this.
They're gonna want 3 to 4 billion.
You're not going to get to UFC's number.
What was
You're-
UFC 3?
4 billion. 4 billion.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because it's not profitable as much as the UFC
No,
is.
it's not. It's not.
Not
I could
even
see
close.
them- Joey, I could see them getting 3 billion.
They can get 3,
I could see 3.
2 to 3, but you're not touching UFC's number.
But it's the library. To me, as much as the current value of everything is, that library is worth so much.
It's
I mean,
not
it's
worth
the-
4 billion.
the
It's not
archive,
touching
the
UFC.
history. I'd say 3 billion is a good number.
I wouldn't fight you on it.
It's a good number because
saying
UFC.
one.
I mean, UFC is just strictly it's pure profit. It's
saying
constant
1.
profit.
27 consecutive sellout like shows, and ESPN raised the prices to $80 per UFC pay-per-view. They're
That's
making
fucking
money
That is fucking
on
nuts.
UFC.
I'm telling
I
you
would
this,
never. Jones.
If
Ever.
it goes behind that ESPN paywall,
Jones.
they're going to lose people.
I can't.
They're
I
gonna lose
can't
people
justify myself spending $80 for a fucking SummerSlam.
Your best bet
Can
is
you
to
imagine
have
spending $80 for Money in the Bank?
Oh my god.
your best bet is to have NBC.
Actually, yeah, I would.
Your best bet is to have NBC own it
Yeah.
because of the Peacock deal.
The Peacock deal. We got to root for NBC here, guys.
You got
We got to root for NBC. I do not want ESPN to have this shit.
If
please.
ESPN owns it, technically Disney owns it. Just remember that.
But
I don't think-
they're
I don't
gonna
think-
do the
but-
ESPN Plus way to do
But
it.
I don't think ESPN would make the pay-per-views $80. I could see WrestleMania $80 for
Yeah,
both
no,
nights.
they would do. No, I think they would do the $60 way. But that's
They were
still
probably do
insane.
no, he's right. 80 for both nights, which is legit. It's understandable. Now, what I was going to say, you got to remember this. Money in the Bank is not here this year.
London, yeah.
All day is London.
So therefore, it's going to be a bigger event. They go all out in London. Look at
Bro.
Clash at the
But I'm talking about-
Clash at the Castle.
But I'm talking about anything. Fucking, I think their Hell in the Cells are gone now, but can you imagine paying fucking $60, $80 for Hell in a Cell?
I mean, honestly, Jones, I love that they're doing big things in big stadiums, but it's all about the content. It's all about the matches for me, right? I wouldn't even care if it's in a high school.
Did you enjoy Clash at the Castle?
Not for $60. It was for me, for Peacock, absolutely. No problem. I'll tune in, I'll check it out. But there is nothing about that event that made me go, damn, you know what? I'd pay for this. Nothing. You know why? The bar is set to this now for WWE.
You may
We
be the
we
one
already
only
have
people who
it.
Said that.
Huh?
You may be one of the only people I've heard say that.
I can't. I just can't do it.
And the way
We're too
It was more
spoiled.
enjoyable than SummerSlam to me.
it was enjoyable, but the way
I'll pay
WWE, the way WWE's routed themselves is like, you know, certain things are going to happen. Like right now, we know we're in that rut of Roman's not going to lose a title.
You just know the quality you're going to
there's-
get. You know what you're going to get.
There's no
Nothing surprises
surprise.
you anymore. You know? And back in the day, like, I paid $15 for it in your house, you know, and I was blessed to just be able to do that.
I got it for free. I had the cheap cable, but when
Yeah.
they went all digital, I got
We
screwed.
don't have that anymore. But I mean, bro, I would rather for like these wrestling organizations, I like the monthly subscription model. $10 a month,
Doesn't work for everybody though.
you know, but this pay-per-view stuff, I'm out. If WWE starts charging per pay-per-view of it, I'm out. Fuck
They
that.
never
cool
stop,
thing-
though.
Fuck that.
One thing I do like
Well, no
with
one does it.
Well, with ESPN Plus, with the UFC pay-per-views, they're available like a couple weeks after, like a month after that you can re-watch it.
And they're cheaper, right?
No, they're free because you have an
they're free,
ESPN
really?
Plus
Oh, 'cause you have
subscription.
the Plus subscription. Okay. But man, well, we'll see where this goes. This just broke today, so we'll find out. And then Joey's favorite made the news today. Jones, you want to put that up for Joey? Jake Paul. Everyone, you know who Jake Paul is.
Oh, you still step on a Lego.
Now, Joey, you hate Logan. You love Jake, right?
I hate Jake.
Why do you have Jake?
I don't
so
care
much,
if they're
bro?
from Westlake,
That
Ohio.
motherfucker's an athlete, bro.
No, he's a bum.
He's from Ohio, bro. What's wrong with him?
Just tell us how you
Isn't
really
he a
feel.
Cleveland Brown? Wasn't he a Cleveland
Listen,
Brown?
Yeah,
first
he's
of
a
all,
Cleveland Brown.
first of all, I saw today that
Alright.
Jalen Hurts tore his ACL. So
Bro, chill the fuck
listen
out,
here.
bro.
When Jake Paul
you
was fighting,
serious?
when Jake Paul was fighting Tyron Woodley here in Cleveland, we had the press conference, okay, earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Jake Paul comes in, they give him a basketball, and he looked like a little kid spinning that basketball on his finger, like like a little kid, you know, you give like a little toy. He's like,
Let's see. This was 4 hours ago. Jake Paul signs with PFL, aiming for a 2-match deal in boxing MMA versus Nate Diaz. I'm excited for this. That's your boy, Joey. Nate Diaz.
Diaz is my. Oh, look at it. It says Cleveland, Ohio. Oh gosh.
Jake Paul has made it official. He has signed with the Professional Fighters League. For now, it means Paul will keep a duality of boxing and mixed martial arts on his resume. Whether he forgoes the former or makes MMA his full-time gig remains to be seen. Paul has said, this is from a quote from Jake Paul. I've officially signed as an MMA fighter to the fastest growing sports league in the world. Yeah, he's such a fucking troll, man. In his YouTube video, Paul said he offered Nate Diaz a 2-fight deal. First in the boxing ring, then 6 months later in the octagon. Man, I wonder what that payday would be for Nate Diaz, dude. What's Nate charging to fight now? What's UFC paying Nate? It's in the millions, right?
I mean, Nate's in the 6 figures. Nate's a big draw.
That's a big draw, bro.
Nate's a free agent right now. Nate,
PFL.
I'm telling you right now, Nate's coming back to the UFC later this year. I'm telling you.
Who's he going after?
It's going to be Connor Nate 3.
Jake Paul isn't going to actual.
Dude, but Connor's so
his
fucking
super fights will
big
consist
now.
of boxing and a few kicks. Probably won't allow. Wow, bro, chill.
So here's my issue with Jake Paul. I mean, with this, okay? I was at UFC 118 in Boston when Randy, the Natural Couture, fought James Toney, former world champion boxer. Okay? I'm at that fight. The whole crowd's chanting UFC. James Toney gets in the octagon. The referee says start. James Toney has his hands down by his side. Just standing there. Couture just took him down and submitted him in like 2 minutes.
Did he choke him out?
He did choke him out. James Toney didn't even throw a punch.
Wow.
Like, I'm sorry, Jake. Okay, you beat Tyron Woodley, who's past his prime, who, you know, you beat Anderson Silva with a phantom punch. Yeah, I'm calling it phantom punch. I mean, now, mind you, his fight against, I forget who he fought, but Nate Diaz got into a fight backstage with Paul's crew, and he got
Jake
kicked
Paul's
out.
crew?
Yeah, he got in a fight with Jake Paul's crew.
Bro.
My best is when he's getting kicked out of like the crowd.
Yeah.
And this dude stand there with like a cup of drinks, and Nate goes like this to him, and the dude like jumps, and Nate's pointing at him laughing.
Bro, I'm not one to buy you MMA fights, you know. But listen, you put Jake Paul on a poster with Nate Diaz.
But here's the weird thing about this one though. I think Jake, like Joey said, Jake has had a lot of suspect boxing wins.
It's true.
And I think Nate is just too much of a loose cannon where I don't think Jake can buy a victory.
Oh no, I don't see Nate.
Nate's gonna not.
Anything, bro.
Now, people forget about Nate. Nate has sparred with world champion boxers Andre Ward, who retired undefeated, former world champion, retired young too. And they, you know, and Andre Ward said, "Yo, the Diaz brothers are legit in boxing spar."
Didn't Nate say at the end of his last fight that he was going to look into boxing?
He started a promotion called Real Fight Promotion.
Okay.
Nate. People think Nate's dumb. Nate's smart as shit, man. He's got the CBD.
He's probably got a whole crew
He's got the
around him that knows
CBD
what they're
company,
doing, yeah.
Game Up Nutrition. He's got his clothing line Represent. And he's doing this. He's smart. He's got money.
Man. Well, I'm looking forward to that, Joey. Now listen, if the card is booked and it's Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, who you got? I know it's a tough choice.
Come on, man.
I knew it. Jake Paul. I knew it.
Cleveland all day.
I knew it. I knew it.
This is Nate Diaz, man. But Nate is not going to PFL. Okay, I'm going to put it to you like this.
Okay.
UFC is the top of the food chain in MMA.
Right. They're the WWE of MMA.
Bellator is second.
Is that the AEW, would you say?
That is, okay, Bellator is very second. PFL is like ROH.
Got you. But they would need a big draw to get their name on a worldwide map.
But so they were on ESPN. They had their fights on ESPN Plus, for free.
Yeah.
And ESPN2, they would do like a $1 million like little tournament. You win the tournament, you get $1 million.
Okay.
They just put their last card, which was a women's main event with Kayla Harrison, undefeated Olympic wrestler. They put that on pay-per-view.
Don't you dare put that up, Vinny.
It bombed. It bombed.
Did it? Was it bad?
Oh, it was so
That's
bad.
not Jake Paul, bro. Now listen, Jones, I can't disagree with that.
No, I can because Impact has been around since 2002.
But listen, PFL just started, so they could be the Impact. They could be around for 20 years.
No.
Egyptian King Jones here in the corner next to me, right here. Jones. He is the biggest Impact mark you're ever going to meet. He will live and die by Impact. Right,
I'm with Jones. I watched TNA
here,
every Wednesday when it was an hour on pay-per-view. Jones will remember that. Yeah. I watched pay-per-view every Wednesday, 1 hour. The first one I watched was when Ron Killings gave Ken Shamrock a diamond cutter to win the title. Go figure.
Justin Booth says Nate is going to massacre Jake Paul.
Yes. Oh, but give me the Asylum years and I'm good.
Bro, you know what? I'm going to have to agree with you guys. I'm definitely never going to bet against Nate Diaz, man. That motherfucker is a monster. And you know what's crazy about Nate Diaz?
The trash talk.
No, I mean, he doesn't even look like someone who would whip anyone's ass. Like, from an outsider's perspective, someone who doesn't watch fighting, he's like, who's this?
I bumped into them at the Dick's Sporting Goods. Like, bro, they're the two least assuming
That's what I'm
looking
saying.
dudes. Like, Crystal was like, "Yo, I'm bigger than Nick."
Compared to some of these jacked fighters, like when you see Nate, you're like, nah, he's gonna. If you didn't know who Nate was, or you had no concept of MMA, and you saw these two guys, you'd be like, he's gonna get his ass whooped. Nah,
when you watch a Diaz, Nick and Nate Diaz fight in MMA, they don't have power. But what they beat you is volume and pace.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk trash to you the whole fight.
They're
talk
mental.
to you.
It's all a mental game.
Point
with them,
to you.
bro. Mental.
Yeah.
They will fuck you up mentally. But yeah, that's gonna be exciting, man. So, shout out to Jake Paul. Everyone wanted him to prove himself in MMA. Everyone wanted to prove himself. Well, he's here to do it. You got to give him some respect.
Man, you know damn well his MMA match is going to be like little rules, in there. If you take him down, you got to let him back up.
No leg
It's going to be
kicks.
the real shit, though. Nate Diaz, bro. That's going to be the real test.
I saw a video today of Jake Paul throwing leg kicks. I'm like, dude, you have no idea when you're going to get kicked with a leg kick, dude. You're going to try to check.
Jake's jacked, though, bro.
Jake's not going to know how to check the leg
He's
kick.
an athlete, man. He'll learn.
No. The only people that transition to MMA are collegiate wrestlers. Basically.
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. We appreciate you all commenting. Yo, do me a favor. Like the stream. If you're on the Hannibal Network, like it. If you're on Pound the Meat's YouTube channel, like and subscribe. We're here every Thursday, live. And we also do some post shows after some events and stuff like that. After some major events, feel free to join us and chat, super chat. Pretty soon, later on this year, we're going to start doing some members only stuff, members only streams where you can become a member of our YouTube channel and watch us, but only if you're a member. Jones, go ahead.
I'm not doing an after show for that AEW pay-per-view.
Was it 4 a.m.?
Dude,
you gotta,
an hour Iron Man match that's going to start at midnight.
Appreciate that, brother. By the way, before we leave, can I just say, why the fuck is MJF doing an Iron Man match?
MJF can actually wrestle.
It can be good.
He actually is like he actually can wrestle.
I love MJF. I love him to death. But I don't know if I could. This is not Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels we're talking about. All right.
Think more along the lines of Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar.
I mean,
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna watch it.
No, think about how there was some disqualifications to get falls.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think
That's
of it
true.
that way.
They
It's
need
going to
have
start
a lot
at
of
midnight.
falls.
We
They have
know
to have
that
a lot of
match.
falls in this.
We know they're walking out at midnight.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all the comments and the engagement. Follow us on social media. Like I said, give us a like on this video, and we will see you guys next week on YouTube at Pounding the Meat and on Hannibal's Network. Take care, guys. Peace out.